What is going on, YouTube? Lamont on the run. On this beautiful day, just walking around the Cave Hill Cemetery here in Louisville, Kentucky. Not doing much of anything at all. Not even here for any YouTube business. I'm just walking around. But today I wanted to talk about something that I've been wanting to talk about for a little bit, and that's the curious case of Ketanji Brown Jackson. This lovely woman on your screen right here. So who is Ketanji Brown Jackson? Well, this video really isn't about explaining her history, her triumphs, her achievements, so forth and so on. I'm pretty sure there's other YouTube channels where you could watch that. But if you don't know who she is, as the recording of this video, she has been sworn in and is a Supreme Court justice. She was sworn in on June 30th, and she is on the Supreme Court. It's a lifetime nomination, so bearing any kind of health-related illness, she will be on the court for, I don't know, 25, 30 years. And I do wish her a long life on that. I believe she was born somewhere in 1970, 1971. I don't know if she has any brothers or sisters, but both of her parents are well educated and they're both teachers. So she grew up at least in a middle class household. She was born in DC, I believe, and she was raised down in Miami, Florida. And of course, like I said, her parents, you know, both middle class, both teachers, both well educated, graduated from very good schools. And at the time of her appointment, she was working as an appeals judge in some district court in Washington, D.C. And when President Joe Biden was running for the presidency, he made it a kind of a campaign statement, if you will, saying that he was going to, if he were elected president, that he would nominate the first female black Supreme Court justice ever. Quite an achievement, if I do say so myself. And he often would say that when he would campaign across the country. Well, he wasn't doing a whole lot of campaigning because that was when the whole pandemic thing was going on. So he was doing a lot of just staying behind the scenes. And when he won the election, he said it again, that he was going to nominate a female black Supreme Court justice. And when Judge Breyer retired a few months back, or at least made his wishes known, that he probably told the president, hey, I'm going to go ahead and retire. I'm tired of this gig. And I don't blame him, because I don't care what side of the political spectrum you're on. Things are getting pretty nasty right now, right? It's getting kind of dangerous. I mean, Brett Kavanaugh, somebody tried to kill that guy, and nobody's really talking about that, which I find absolutely fascinating, because if it was the other side, I'm pretty sure it would have made it a little bit more of a squeak on the news, but people kind of just brushed it aside. And that guy's been harassed at different restaurants in and around town, and I don't care who you vote or which way you vote. Nobody needs to be harassing anybody, anywhere, regardless of their political opinion. Moving along. So, when Judge Breyer was retiring from the court, I believe, I want to say in February, President Biden nominated Ketanji Brown Jackson. And she served as a clerk for different judges here and there. I didn't get too much into her history because, like I said, this wasn't the point of the video. The point of the video is this. Now, it was very disheartening to hear Miss Jackson when she was questioned, when she was asked by one of the senators during the confirmation hearing to explain to us what a woman is. And she told whoever was asking her that question, she said that she would be unable to do so because she's not a biologist. She said that in so many words. Well, I'm not a veterinarian, but I know what a dog is, right? That's been kind of like the whole boilerplate response that a lot of people online have said. You know, I happen to know what a woman is. To me, what is a woman? Which is a question that people have been trying to spin. A woman is an adult human with reproductive organs, maybe some ovaries, maybe a uterus, a vagina maybe. That's what a woman is. And some people out there will say, well, some women have penises. Actually, they don't. Now, you might have the whole hermaphrodite thing, but I'm not going to get into that because I really, honestly don't know exactly what I would be talking about when it comes to that medical stuff. But usually when I talk about something, I like to at least kind of read up on it a little bit. So she doesn't know what a woman is. Of course she knows what a woman is. We're in a political climate where if you're on the left, and let's just say you're a normal person, but your politics are left, that's fine. You're a normal person. You're not crazy. You can't be a normal person because the crazies, they'll call you a phobe, an ism, whatever, racist, whatever words they want to use, right? Let's get to the point of this video. I'm actually surprised, right? Now, I know, judges, they don't make a whole lot of money. It's not like you're going to get rich on that job. I don't even know why somebody would want that job. I don't know why somebody would want to be the president. I don't know why somebody would want to be a governor. I don't know why anybody would want to serve on the Supreme Court justice other than pure and unbridled power. That's it. It ain't a money thing. That's for sure. But what surprises me of everything that has happened with this woman over the last 6 months, 5 months or so, that nobody talks about. Some people do talk about, but nobody really talks about why a black woman who has done everything correct in her life, the way a white woman has, the way an Asian woman has, a very successful woman, not having to really put race in front of woman, but, black woman, yeah, very successful. She did everything correctly. She was raised by good parents, and they were very educated, and they made damn sure that they had the means to have their daughter go to school without her having to worry about money, worry about where she's going to live, how she's going to pay her bills, all of that. They paid her the whole way, I'm sure. Maybe she got loans here and there, but yeah, that woman, you could tell she was going to school to be a judge, and she didn't have to work night shift at McDonald's. Okay? Now, a lot of people have said, Joe Biden only nominated her because she was a woman and because she was black. And that's absolutely 100% unequivocally true because he said it in his own mouth. Now, last time I checked, I thought it was illegal to hire people based on race and ethnicity and or religion or whatever. But the argument against that is that, well, if somebody's making a movie and they need to hire an Asian actor, they're not going to hire an African man to play an Asian character. You know what I'm saying? So people get hired based on their race all the time. But it's still illegal. But if I could ask Miss Brown Jackson, maybe she goes by Brown Jackson instead of just Jackson. If I could just ask her one question, my question would be this. Why would you, after working so hard and going to school for so long and, working your way up to being an appellate court judge in the District of Columbia, and you're very successful, your husband's a surgeon, he's very successful, you guys have 2 kids, a beautiful family, you live in a nice house in the suburbs of DC, your life is good for you. You got a lot of power. You got a lot of pull. You know what I mean? Why would you want to be known for the rest of your life as that woman that only got that job because she's black? Because I know a lot of black, and please leave a comment below. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. But after all those years of school, all the nights of studying, you can't go party with your girlfriends because She looked like the type, she's serious, she's smart. She doesn't look like she's like, she has a stick up her butt or nothing like that, but she, probably does because she's a judge. Most judges probably do. At least most judges that I've dealt with do. But why would you want to have your legacy tied to a man who only hired you because you're black? Listen, here's the thing. She went to Harvard, right? Now, there's a big brouhaha with Harvard, pertaining to the affirmative action, which that's probably another video because I don't want to get too heavy into that. But, there's lots of instances where an Asian student who has really good test scores, a good SAT, will be chosen second over a black student who has lesser of an scores, lesser on their SATs, getting it to Harvard. So I don't know if she was one of those affirmative action people. I'd like to say she wasn't, but I don't know. Neither here nor there. Why would you want to take a job from a man who said that he was going to only hire somebody that was a woman and that was black? Now, I'm sure there were other black women that she was in the running with, but she wasn't in the running with anybody white. She wasn't in the running with anybody that was Asian or Latino or anybody that was a man. Her only, the only people that she was up against for that job were other black women. And being a judge and having to weigh, the law, of course, in terms of determining lawsuits or appeals or what have you, criminal cases, is you also got to be fair-minded. And I like to think that I am. I definitely have an opinion when it comes to certain things, but I am fair-minded. And to be fair-minded as a woman who I'm guessing is of at least average intelligence and above, not saying she's a genius, and I'm not saying she's not. I don't know. When she said that comment about she doesn't know, she can't define what a woman is, your IQ definitely dropped a couple points, ma'am. But I'm just wondering, I try to put myself in the position of others all the time. If I were a black woman, I would refuse that job. Not because, I'm proud, nothing like that. I'm just saying, nothing was really given to me. And I'm guessing that other than her parents providing her a comfortable lifestyle, by any means, they were not rich. They appear to be middle class. And I'm just saying, why would you want to take something that's basically handed to you in a sense? Why would you want to do that? You've worked so hard in your life to get to where you're at, to be given via, can't use the word nepotism, but to be given a job, not based mostly on your merit, because there was merit involved. She couldn't have been a dummy. She had to be an intelligent person, or at least above average intelligence, or a little bit above average. So, not taking away anything from her accomplishments, but what I want to know is, why would you want to take a job that you were given only because of your skin color and your gender? Because I honestly thought, and I'm not even trying to play stupid, I honestly thought that she was going to turn down the job. Now, I don't know how much more money that job pays than what she was getting paid at her old job. I know it can't be that much. And when she took that job, regardless of my political opinions, whoever is on the Supreme Court justice really has no bearing on my life. Maybe it does and I don't think about it, but I don't really care about it. I don't care if you put a bunch of liberals or a bunch of conservatives on the Supreme Court justice. I don't care, because it doesn't affect me one way or another. I'm sure it will down the road if I live long enough to let it affect me, but for the most part, they do what they do every day, and I'm going to do what I do every day. But for a woman, a black woman, to do all that work And, you know, not saying, first of all, let me say this. I don't mean to make it seem like because she's a black woman and she made a success out of herself and she became who she became, that it means even more because she's a black woman, because I don't really go for that. But, you know, a lot of times women don't go for, you know, judicial roles. So to be a woman and get into that kind of, you know, male-dominated line of work, okay, takes a different kind. But all I'm saying is this: to take a job just because you're black and to accept it, I think a lot of people look at that as not a sign of weakness, but it's just not a good look for your legacy. But maybe she doesn't care. Maybe she's over the legacy thing. I'm honestly surprised that she took that job, because if I were her, I wouldn't have took it. You're not going to hire me just because of my race. You're not going to hire me because of my gender. You're going to hire me because I'm qualified for the job. And I'm sure that she is very well qualified for that job. I'm sure she is. But the only reason why she became a Supreme Court justice was because she was a black woman. If she were white, she wouldn't have got that job. Okay? If she were Asian, she wouldn't have got that job. If she were a man, there's no way in hell she would have got that job. And I'm always going to wonder, every time I think about stuff like that, I'm always going to wonder if that, at the end of the day, will end up bothering her at night when she's going to sleep with her husband. And, you know, she's weighed over a case and maybe she's asking her husband, hey, what do you think about this case? And in the back of her mind, she says, the only reason why I got that job was because I'm black and I'm a woman. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Tell me what you think. I don't know. Am I going too far out there? I have no idea. Anyways, guys, I will catch up with you later. Have a good one. Let me know what you think in the comments. Am I too harsh? Am I wrong? Am I right? I don't know. You tell me. All right. Well, I'm lost. I don't know how to get out of here, and it's hot and I'm thirsty. I'll catch up with y'all later, guys. Be good. Peace out.